Alright, good afternoon, good evening, good morning everybody, and welcome back to the latest edition of All the Mods Expert Remastered. I don't know if you've been following the conversation in the comments on the last couple of videos, but we were starting to get to a point where we needed much more resources, which meant mining. Mining meant more power, and there was, obviously the options of digital miner from Mechanism, there's the advanced miner from IC2, there's the environmental tech route, there's the RF tools, which is where we were looking the other day for the, was it the shape card or was it the quarry card? It was a nightmare anyway, yeah, with all the draconium. So there's been a big conversation about what best route to go down. And I was thinking environmental tech might be a thing. So I was just checking it out. Lots of gold, ore, no real big deal. Lenses, all the machine blocks. They're expensive. Well, not that expensive, but they're resource intensive, shall we say. But this laser core caught me unawares, because we either have to go down this route with the atomic alloys rather. Actually, might not be such a bad thing. We would have to kill a wither boss, but I was also looking at this one, Hellfire Forge, all the abyssal craft tree. But now I'm thinking about it, maybe we could actually do, have we got wither dust? Gold, 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 gold. Have we got wither dust? We have, so it might be that we can go down this recipe, kill a wither boss, make ourselves void ore miner, but also the other thing I was interested in was the solar panel, because this makes 600 RF a tick, something like that. So maybe we'll have a look at that for our power. I have been working on getting plenty of hop together, because I do want to be looking at extreme reactors. This is lots of hop graphites, and I actually did some adding up, and I think it's something like 288 coke, was required. But for the now, we're making ourselves an energy cell, just to store all the energy that we're making while I'm at work or sleeping or whatever I'm up to. So the initial recipe is not too difficult. Like gears, glass, iron, electrum wires, we actually had all this stuff. And then if we look at thermal expansion, wherever it is, the upgrades, why aren't I seeing them? How strange, I've just been using them. Here they are at the bottom. So yeah, hardened upgrade kit, which you just click onto the cell. Bronze gear, Invar, redstone, electrum with silver gear, and some sort of hardened glass. The signalum one has just caught us out because we didn't have blizz powder, but fortunately we've got snowballs and redstone, so we're able to do that. And the hardened signalum glass requires reinforced glass with molten signalum. So I've just got to the point of getting enough stuff together for that. We're going to want some signalum to pour over. So let's go and do that, and then we may look at jetpacks. Just saying, flight would be nice, wouldn't it? Get those ready for when the signalum melts down. I hope you're all doing alright. Nice to have a little chat with you while we're just chilling. I've been snowed under at work recently, which is, if you forgive me for the lack of episodes, balancing fatherhood, a full-time career, and all this YouTube malarkey is tricky, to say the least. They're all empty. They're nearly cooked up. So once we get the signal and conversion kit, we will be able to store a hell of a lot more power, which is going to be good, because that means stuff like the arc furnace or whatever, which we do need to get hooked up to the main power, actually thinking about it. When we're actually YouTubing, if you like, we should have plenty, millions and millions of power to rely on, so we shouldn't ever be waiting on power. Well, you guys shouldn't ever be, let me put it that way. I might have to, but I can cope with that. There we go, so we can click that on. Boom. And I think that was a risk, actually. I just did that without even thinking about it. What we should be able to do, if I knock that out, put that in. Front we want input, there it goes. Is that right, or do we want that one there with a little buffer here? They could do with repairing soon, but we want the front and then we want the back on output to pull that back on here. Phew. Okie dokie, so that's that. So maybe we'll look at the environmental text solar panel just to mix it up a little bit. So what have we got in here that we have for that? We've got everything other than this. So prismarine shards, which, if I remember correctly, yeah, they dropped from the Guardians. Bees make them. Molecular transformers, which we don't have yet. Guardian spikes. The Action Editions manual says nothing apparently, but that doesn't matter. Just click the button on the bottom to see the item inside the booklet. Atomic Reconstructor, Nether Quartz. There we go. We can do that immediately. We don't have many. How many are we going to need? Quite a lot. 3 for a block. That'll give us 3 of those, which is what we need. Let us put our mask on and we'll find our laser. We'll do half of you. Can I hit that? Hello? Have I missed something? Because that isn't what I was expecting. Atomic Reconstructor recipe. Is that not the Atomic Reconstructor? What a derp. It is. What am I missing, folks? You can stop face palming in a second. Nether Quartz, Prismarine Shard, Atomic Reconstructor recipe. Do we need a lens? I will put a cut in, work out what's going wrong, and be right back. Alright everybody, we are going to have a quick change of plan because it looks like that recipe for the prismarine has been disabled in replace of the sunny quartz. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and try and find ourselves a guardian, which should be a nice change for us. A little bit of adventuring makes a bit of a difference. So I'm just heading out here to the ocean. We are going to have to make ourselves a boat, so we'll stop here and grab some wood. I don't like leaving trees half cut down. Whenever I play on servers, it really gets my goat. I don't know why, just one of the little foibles that people have. And that's one of mine. That should be that. There we go. So yeah, we'll go and try and find some guardians. We will kick their proverbials. And then we'll gather ourselves some prismarine and we'll try again. Making a bit of a pig's ear of that launch. There we go. So I think we want to go a little bit that way. Zoom out on there. Yeah, here we go. We're getting close to the ocean, I think. It's just on the other side of the swamp. Yeah. So, we're now going to scoot around over here, wait for the server to catch up. And I think the guardians are set to spawn. There's one. Just sort of anywhere. I don't think we actually need a temple. Would obviously be better because there'd be more of them, but we're going to start suffocating. Man, how far down do we have to go? There we go. Tell you what. Eat my Death Stars. They're tough. There we go. How much has he dropped? Not a great deal. One. Okay, this might take some time, folks. I will bring you back when we have farmed some of this stuff up. Alright, back in a few minutes. Alright folks, we're on our way back to base with some prismarine shards, so hopefully we can now get the solar cell up and running. We should have enough stuff, I think. If not, I'll be disappearing again, and you guys in the blink of an eye will see me appear with the resources required. But for now, once we get in, there we go. This is everything we've grabbed. So we've got prismarine shards. Some squids got in the way. Squid. So we are looking at solar panel controller. 4 blocks of gold, 4 blocks of lapis. We have nothing. There's that. That's that. And then we're going to need one of these, and this is what we... flawless glass with a flawless calculator. I didn't see that coming. We'll come back to that. This is the one I wanted to have a look at though. So we want cyan and prismarine. Cyan is lapis and bone meal, is it? Or is that light blue? What's cyan? Blue and green. Let's get some of those cooked up. I think we need to put a new hoe in our farmer as well. feels like everything stopped working there. That's going to give us a block, isn't it? 3 of those will give us 1. We want a block to get 9 of them. That should be plenty. Can never have too many conduit binders. Let's do a couple then, because we have the stuff to do it. A palace crystal, which is more lapis. In front of that, let's hope that laser works this time. And palace is an anagram of lapis, I've just realised. So can we do blocks at a time, I suppose is the obvious question. We can indeed. I thought as much, but you can never be sure. So we want 1 die, 1 block, and 3 shards. There we go, that's cooking away. A little bite to eat. Nom nom nom. We do still need to make an assembler for the environmental solar cell, but once we've got this block, we'll get another one cooking and we'll progress. There we go, there it is. That's a misclick. You go on. 1, 2, 3. We'll go and get on with our lives while you do that. Turn the glider off, that's doing my head in. So we should now be able to make 3 of you. 1, 2, 3. We should be able to make... Oh, what's this? We can make that. We can make that. So the flawless glass we still need, which is a flawless diamond. So a flawless calculator. This is going to be diamond heavy. There's the screen. I'll tell you what, we'll do this. Flawless calculator. End diamond. Which is an atomic calculator. Oh, this has gone a bit further, a bit more awry than I thought. It's nothing we can't do. I don't believe. Let's see what these are. Yeah, maybe scratch that. Right. What we will do then, as we've discussed, I will go to work harvesting all the stuff for that in between episodes, but we will make ourselves a jetpack, because I do believe this is something we can do. Two of them, 6 of them. We're going to need some leather, that shouldn't be too big a deal. Right, so that's the one we're missing. So we want silver nuggets and aluminium wire. Silver nuggets is easy peasy. Let's go and get ourselves some aluminium wire. Oh, I did remember to put a hopper on the end. I did want to check that out actually. Can I put it in there? Does it put it... Doesn't look like it works. That should work. Okie dokie, that's the aluminium wire. Aluminum if you prefer. That's for that, wasn't it? So we want 2 of you, because we need to make 2 of you. We haven't got the cogs. I've got a feeling we're going to need those as we go through this. That's that. That should be that. 2 of... Still need those cogs. That was a miscalculation on my part. So what have we got now? 1 of them. I thought I made enough of this. Maybe not. Another steam dynamo, another leadstone thing. So we just need 2 leather. That surely that must be one of the easiest things we have. In fact, you can do zombie flesh, can't we? Rotten flesh. I think we can put this in front of the laser, if I remember correctly. Oh, there we go. Half a stack. In the blink of an eye. We'll grab this other crystal while we're here. And I think after I've finished recording this episode, I have a mining adventure in my future. So now it's going to make us craft them all, isn't it? 1 for you, 1 for you. That's no problem. So we've got that and that. We've got that in var. We haven't got any of that. Copper wire. Surely we have copper wire. We do. So it's the other stuff we don't have. What else don't we have? Lead gears we're going to want plenty of. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Redstone. I think we'll take a few blocks. Stick them in front of the laser. I think that's for the Restonia crystals. That shouldn't be too difficult. Hello, thank you. Doing things in bulk now, which I do like. How much has that got in? 4.6 million. So where are we now with that? More aluminium wire, which we forgot to grab, and by we I mean I. We want some more of those. Gold nuggets. It's always the little things that you forget, I find. Make plenty of those. We're definitely going to need them in the future. You. 1. It's just the aluminium wire stopping us. Wonder if we've got enough to get up to the tier 3 of this. What's that? Invar. How many dynamos have I made? Steam. So I made 1 too many last time, did I? Got a feeling I've made 1 too many again, but never mind. That's gone on the floor. Is that all we're missing? Invar to make 2 of those. I would say yes. So let's check the recipe for Invar. 2 iron, 1 nickel. Easy enough on the alloy smelter. Alloys only, please. How long are you going to take? Oh, pretty quick. That's what I like to see. And we've got glide mode, so we should be able to... no, we're not going to have glide mode. Because we're not going to be able to wear that. Is the hang glider back? It is. Mana steel tough rod. That shouldn't be too difficult. So we can make that. So we're laughing basically is what I'm getting at. So cook that tin up. I'm not. That's not going to let me do it. Selfish little thing. Back to the jetpacks. We want 2 of you. That should be that. Now then, does this get a lot more complicated? Not really, but it's just more crafting. So I'll probably do that off camera. That's running out of power because... well, put that back to input, in fact. Suddenly that should be getting... all the power in the world. Why is that not getting... because that's going crazy. Okay, so... need to remember to change that back. That's 400,000. Output. Input, that should be going back up, yeah. We have flight, ladies and gentlemen. We need a hoe, ladies and gentlemen. Get this farming set thing going again. Little zombie hiding there, look. You fallen into the ground. Oh, weird. You want that. We're going to need to kickstart the... crushers. I do need to think of a way to actually stop that happening. Because that's empty. That's totally full. I'm making power. There we go. That's kicked back in. So I think mana steel is the next thing we're going to be looking at, and hopefully that is just nothing ever is it? Although that's not too bad. Was that a full mana pool? No, tiny bit. So we should be able to get our hang glider going. Just ignore these zombies while we fly up here. Loving it, loving it. I think I will go ahead and upgrade that off camera as well. Hopefully that'll cook down, and then it was just leather and sticks, wasn't it? So we can make the wings. That needs to be in a tough rod if I remember correctly. I'm a rambling. One, two. Let's get our tough rod cast out. Mana steel. Here comes our hang glider. When it decides it wants to finish cooking. 1, 2, and 3, and there's our hang glider. So now we should be able to go all the way up in the air and glide. Now it's not as quick as the dark steel one, but if I hold down shift it is, and it doesn't look like it's got the durability enabled. That is good news, and that, folks, is a nice pink tabard, which I guess is my jetpack texture. Okay, lucky for us we don't play it like that. But yeah, that's all from me this episode, folks. I think I will be going ahead and looking at upgrading a few things in the interim, see if I can work on that organic calculator. But right now, I'm going to put a cut in here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did like it. And join me in the next one after I've been refilled with tea, done lots of mining, and we have the stuff ready to go for the environmental tech. Alright folks, thank you very much. See you later.